let's do an interview with the great Michaelmgf, or as many of you guys know him as, Ross. Michaelmgf, a man that is known for his amazing painted customs and awesome reviews. This person loves to do customs on anything from Lego clones to Halo and even the well-known game Call of Duty. He has over 11 million video views and 17,500 subscribers. This person is amazing and well-known, and if you're having a bad day, you can always watch one of his videos and get a laugh. Please enjoy this awesome interview. Thank you guys for watching. Hello guys, I'm back for another interview, and today I am interviewing the great Michaelmgf, or Ross. Say hello, Ross.
Hello.
And today we are doing an interview, and this is my third one, and I love doing interviews. They're actually really fun. And so let's get started. Ross, when did you start? Like, when did you start YouTube?
I started around, actually, the account was made in 2006, and I began my activity around, I would say, January of 2007 when I started watching videos. And, well, it changed my join date. I don't know what that was, but I started making videos January of 2008, and that's where I started. What's funny is I actually uploaded the second video that I ever made first, and then my first video second. No one ever noticed, but that's the way it actually went. So, yeah.
Very interesting. When did you start with the Legos?
Love Lego. I actually started when I was 3. My mom actually got me, I don't necessarily have one, but Lego with these types of pieces. Mini AAT for the win. But yeah, she got me normal Lego pieces, like the smaller ones that we use. And obviously I was too young, so she went over to Toys R Us, I guess, and bought me one of those big bags of Mega Blocks, because obviously those are a lot bigger, and I wouldn't have choked on them, so she didn't have to worry about it. And and of course, like every kid would start, I just was building constant towers, and obviously destroying them. And then eventually I got out of that, and I got into Star Wars in 2004, and I actually saw Revenge of the Sith first thing, and then I bought a Star Wars set. It was actually the Anakin Starfighter with Vulture Droid. That was actually a really cool set. I like that. And then I was collecting action figures, and there was actually these little things called Tactics. I thought they were pretty cool, so I was collecting and playing with those all the way up until 2007, when I got back into Lego from my friend Nathan and his stepbrother Charlie. They showed me LEDD, and I really loved that. You could buy your own set and then order it. So I thought that was really cool, and yeah. And then that's where I started, and I was just collecting Lego City. And eventually I led into Star Wars, because I pulled out that Anakin that I had from years ago. I didn't find his hair, but yeah, and then I started with Lego Star Wars. My very first video was the entry into Caleb 109's contest. So.
When did you start the construction of your really awesome Lego City?
It's not that awesome, honestly. But it's actually pretty simple. Like, you mean as in when I started Lego City, or just like the one I have now?
The one that you have now.
Oh, that. Yeah. That I just kind of made because I was Lego Film Productions. Just not a lot of people know him. He only has like maybe 2K. But I saw his city like a year back, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I saw some really cool city sets, and I eventually got into Lego City again, and I built up a city. I bought a bunch of sets, a bunch of road base plates of Lego Store, and once I finished it, I kind of just left it there. It was sitting there, and then of course my sister had to use some of the cars and stuff for her school project, and it basically became an apocalypse over there. And all the buildings are intact, but all the people are dead, and the cars are like flipped over, things like that. So that's great.
How sad.
Yeah. There's no zombies, though. Thank God.
So what do you mostly prefer, reviewing Legos or taking the Legos and customizing them into your own way or interpreting them to what you find other things?
Um, I personally prefer doing customs and building mocks. Reviews, they're cool, they're fun to do. It's really cool to get the excitement of building the set and then immediately setting up and then doing the review and getting it out for everyone to see. Because I normally get the reviews out maybe the first week that they hit my stores, and yeah. But I personally prefer building bases. Actually, behind me, you see I destroyed this one already. Yeah, that will be rebuilt later after I get a new computer because right now all my money is headed towards that. So that's what's up with that.
So do you do any other themes in Lego besides just Star Wars?
Yeah, I do actually. I do custom Halo figures. I did make a few mocks a while back, but it was again a while back, and a few like ships and tanks. But you know that was old, and I could do a lot better now if I tried. But yeah, mainly it's customs, and also I do Call of Duty. That's my Task Force 141 in there. I'm really proud of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really impressed by your task force. So can you tell us a little bit more about your game playing?
Well, Minecraft-wise, I'll tell you where I started from that. I started playing Minecraft in March of this year. Again, it was just a random urge, and I just, I really wanted to start playing Minecraft, and so I bought the game. Forsaken, the other owner of Turful Gaming, he taught me all the basics, and like an idiot, I didn't catch any of it. I started watching videos. I watched a guy play it. I didn't really watch tutorials, and watching him crafting and doing all that stuff, I figured it out with the power of common sense, which unfortunately a lot of America, they don't have that today. So I'm grateful to have common sense. So that's how I started Minecraft, and also, when you were asking me about friends, I forgot the list. Two other people, Michaelmgf 23 or Novacorp's Trooper 21, whichever account, and Like a Girl 09, those two. Forgot those two. Derek.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the gaming channel, yeah, that's how I started Minecraft, and then also my Xbox. I used to play Xbox quite a bit. Especially when I first got it in the beginning months of that. But now I don't play it as much because there's a lot going on. I have Clone Wars Overlook to do, tons of customs to make, things to look at on Flickr. I don't really play Xbox that much, but I just recently started playing Xbox again, and I am starting to play it more because I just really, I don't know, sudden urge. I guess because the games are coming up, I have an urge to play. And I'm actually like a general grade 3 now in Reach. Not that high, but I'm getting there. So yeah.
So can you tell us a little about your action figure collecting?
Yeah, I started with action figures when I started Star Wars, actually. Now, long before that, like just action figures overall. I was into Teen Titans when I was like super young, like at the age of 5 and 6. We loved that show on Cartoon Network, me and my sister, and we would go to Kmart every now and then and get the figures because we thought they were cool. But then when I started liking Star Wars, that's when I started getting the figures, and I would buy those and play with them. I'd lose their hands and their guns, what a kid would do. And but now I stopped with those because I was getting annoyed because I couldn't stand them up or get them to hold weapons. I remember that's why I stopped with action figures. But then early 2009 I think it was, I was at Target and I saw a bunch of Clone Wars figures in the rack and they were all on clearance because I guess that was when they were getting the new packaging, the new line of figures. And I saw a standard Clone Trooper on sale for $5. I'm like, hey Mom, I'm gonna get this, and she's like, yeah, sure. So I really liked it actually, so I started collecting them, and that's how I started with action figures. And I tried to review them. No one liked my action figure reviews, so I stopped them. But then later on, I continued collecting them and I never stopped. I was clicking behind the scenes, not really telling anyone about it, except my friends on here on Skype. And I started reviewing them when I got Clone Pilot Goji, and I said, you know, I want to post these videos because I want to post them. You can watch them or not. And that's the way it went, and people start enjoying them now. And I did attract a larger variety of people to my channel. Like, I attracted several action figure viewers, and I got my name out there for action figures as well. So, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And also, I was painting some Transformers. I was painting, I think I could get him, actually. I began painting Optimus Prime. He's right there. There's actually a lot of paint on him. You just can't tell, honestly. I began painting him, and I finished Bumblebee and Ironhide. They're, there. Right there. I have videos of them on my old channel, though, so you can go check those out. I painted those, and I was actually really impressed with those. Those became collector's items, and they're going to be on display soon. I'm actually out of shelf space because I have like 400 plus figures, so I'll be getting more shelves and displaying those soon. So, yeah.
Very cool. What is your favorite thing about customizing a, let's say, a Lego figure?
Customizing a Lego figure, it's probably the most fun is painting the helmet, definitely, because I don't want to sound cocky in any way, but you never really see really see helmets like this, for example, which is a new one. You never really see paint jobs that go into that much accuracy. You'll probably see it water slided. So that's what I really like about painting. And yeah, and then customizing is the painting. So yeah.
Can you tell us your story about how you came on to Flickr? Because I myself know that you do post. You're a very active person on Flickr.
Yeah, actually, JPO 1997. You know, my good friend. I've known him for 3 years. Who designed my decals. He 2 years ago, back in early '09, actually was showing me some of the stuff he was active with on Flickr. Unfortunately, all the people that he showed me are long gone. But he was showing me people like Luminar34. Her photo stream is still up, but she's long gone. And I thought all that was pretty cool, so I just made a quick account, started posting. Eventually got well known because the way you get well known on Flickr is you have to have a appealing profile image, or people will think you're a noob and they won't click on your photo stream. So I don't know what my profile image was. Actually, I think it was Army of Clones. So I guess people clicked on it. I don't know. And I eventually got well known on Flickr over time. And yeah.
Do you prefer to display your customs on Flickr or on YouTube?
Personally, I would personally, I like to display them on YouTube, definitely, because on Flickr I would say I have maybe about a widespread of maybe 10,000 people looking at it. That includes views and contacts. And on YouTube I have 17,000 people looking at my stuff, and I can't guarantee that all of them are still active. Like maybe 1,000 or more are inactive on YouTube now, but you know, that's still a lot of people looking at your stuff. I mean, in real life, you maybe have like 2 people that come over to your house, like maybe daily or something, or weekly. That see all your stuff. But 17,000 people seeing what I'm doing here at my desk, that is pretty awesome. So.
And then not counting your non-account holders that are also coming back to your videos and watching, which is probably a large amount too.
Oh yeah, I get messages on my Facebook fan page, people saying, I don't have an account yet, but I watch your videos all the time. Even at Brick Fair, people are saying they don't have an account yet, and they're saying they really admire me and respect me, and that's pretty awesome. I can't thank them enough for that.
Yeah. Now, this next question I've asked every person I've interviewed, but did you think that you would ever make it this far?
Who does? Just who does? I joined YouTube initially just because there was a group of Lego filmers, Lego Star Wars YouTubers, would just have their 240p quality cameras, just recording, making crappy little stop motions because we were doing it because we enjoy it. We had fun. We were all looking up to Question 8, Spuggestu, Forest Fire, all just coming home from school, enjoying the YouTube videos that everyone posts. Now it's more gaming videos and LEGO videos I'm seeing pop up in my subscription box. But LEGO is still active, so yeah. I miss those old times. One person I want to name off the bat, if he ever even sees this video, Amazing Films 4. I remember that name, and I will never forget it. So, yeah.
What inspired you to make your alternate channel?
My alternate channel, just a random urge, honestly. It was just a very random little spark of an idea I had. I think it was because I saw Flame Baby 735's alt, and I figured why not have another account to post extra content on that you won't see here, and I guess attract more attention, and to post vlogs and for people to get to know me better. So that's the main reason for that. And yeah, it wasn't to get partnership or to just gain more money at all. It was just, again, for extra content.
Yeah. Now this question's gonna be like really hard, but what inspires you to, whenever you see, like, for instance, like whenever you see it clone, what inspires you, or what image do you get in your head on how am I gonna turn this into a Lego figure?
Honestly, I have never had that thought. When I was Sharpieing, I didn't have that thought. When I was beginning to paint, I kind of had that thought because I was new to painting. But now that I've been painting for like 2 years, it really, I don't need to think about it because I would say I can paint a helmet within 30 minutes, maybe less. And that's only because I have 2 years experience and I know what I'm doing. So I don't really, that thought doesn't really come into mind now.
Oh. Who are some of your good friends here on YouTube and Flickr?
Honestly, I have to say, I've never been asked who my best friend is.
You don't have to say one person, just like all of your friends.
Yeah, I don't really have a best friend. I have a lot of friends that are really loyal to me. Like, we can start with David, of course, you, Mandarin97 or Goopster 511, Commander Bear 23, Forsaken, or the other owner of Tofu Gaming. Did I already say 09 webcam? No.
No, you have not.
Oh yeah, 09 webcam, Mr. Thomas O, Flame Baby 735, JPO 1997, Sonder from Flickr. It just goes on.
Yeah. Now the next thing you just briefly said about it whenever you're listing your friends. Do you want to tell us about how you and Joe are Forsaken, like Tofu?
You mean like how we started it?
Yeah.
Well, basically, he just called me on Skype and said, "Hey, I want to start up a gaming channel." I'm like, "So you want me to be a partner with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want you to be." He's like, basically, he wants me to be a secondary, kind of like the honeydew. So say we're the Yogs guys. I'm the honeydew. He's Lewis. So that's what we did, and we were just sitting on Skype trying to make up names, and then he wanted gaming at the end. And I later realized that putting gaming at the end of your name isn't the coolest thing to do unless you're professional like IGN or Clever Games, you know. But I eventually came up with the name Tofu because every name was taken. I mean, there's millions of people on YouTube. The names were all gone. Everything, even Polo Gaming. I remember that was gone too. So we eventually came up with Tofu Gaming with two U's because I think the one U was taken. So we came up with Tofu Gaming. And by the way, the Tofu Gaming with one U, he's a non-active user. So that's not really a problem.
Yeah, and like you said, how more gaming videos are popping up in your subscription box, and you know.
Yeah. A lot of people are gaming now. Like I've seen like one person I could throw in there, for example, Chase Studios. It's just Chase Studio straight up, his username. He was. I thought his Delta Squad stop motions were pretty cool at the time. They're not that cool to me now. Now that I have more experience and I know what something is, like when I see good content, I know what to look for, and I'm not seeing that in that. But it was great at the time. He is now doing Minecraft, and also Nathan Wells. He's actually the reason I started on YouTube. I saw his stop motions. I absolutely loved them. I would try to build sets that were similar to his and make characters like the way he did. I forgot the names of his two characters that he had, but yeah. And now he's doing gaming. He's doing Minecraft. Like, he has a series going on called Pixelated Pickaxe. I do watch it, but he's not my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. And what's interesting is I never thought I'd have more subscribers than him, and now I do. So I never thought I'd come this far, and it's really awesome, and I can't thank my fans enough. Again.
Yeah, and then like this new last question that I'm going to ask at the end of every interview is, how do you think you're leaving a footprint behind in the YouTube LEGO community from generations on to come?
Well, I certainly think that when I leave, if I leave, obviously I'll leave sometime in my life. I don't know when that'll be, but I do know I'll be leaving a mark because mainly, obviously, I'm known for my custom clones, so I'm going to leave the mark of custom clones because they're going to see my videos, see my photos on Flickr that I left behind, and they're going to see how I used to paint and how I geek out and recreated characters from the Clone Wars TV series and movies, actually. So I do think I'll leave a mark behind, and yeah.
Yeah, that was very well put. Thank you for this great interview. I had a lot of fun learning a lot more about your channel, and I hope all of you viewers did too. And
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Well, of course. And so that concludes this interview of 111 Interviews with Michaelmgf. Please, like you haven't already seen his channel, but if you haven't, his channel is in the description. Go subscribe to him, and go subscribe to Tofu Gaming. And yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe, or I guess thumbs up now. So yeah, thank you guys, and there's one of his figures.
Sideshow Bly.
So on that note, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.